Well, hello, ninths, and a very good afternoon, a very good morning, and a very good evening, based on the time in which you'll be watching this video. I'm hoping you all are doing well, you all are doing fine, along with the members of your family. You all are taking all the necessary precautions too. Now, we were discussing about oceans in the previous video lecture, and well, when we were talking of the oceans, we were also talking of the importance of the ocean. Well, I left out on two importances. That is, first was power resources. Now, ocean is a very huge, or oceans can help power lots and lots of homes and also cities if we tap the ocean resources properly. The tidal energy energy is one kind of such power resource which is or which we get from the ocean by tapping the energy from or coming from the tides. Because of the high tides and the low tides, that helps us generate energy. Next, we also have recreational sources, that is recreational sources from the ocean. And well, they also have oceans. People go near the oceans and the seas. I mean, not near the ocean, near the seas. It is they go near the coastal areas, and so as to enjoy and so as to take the waves of the ocean. So oceans also provide us with recreational recreational sources. Now, the oceans of the world. Now, when we are talking of the oceans of the world, there are the five main oceans which we know of or which we talk of. First will be the Pacific Ocean, then comes the Atlantic Ocean, then the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. And all the names which I took, it was in the order of their size. Now, when we talk of the Pacific Ocean, this is the largest ocean, but the Pacific Ocean is gradually shrinking. This Atlantic Ocean is gradually opening up every year, and the Pacific Ocean is gradually sinking. What is actually happening is this area of these two continents, the continental shelves, the tectonic plates, Brazil and the southern American plate and the North American plate, they are shifting towards the western side. So they are shifting towards the Pacific Ocean, and as they are shifting towards the Pacific Ocean and coming, well, this these areas will be joining these areas if we just if we just join the two pages, because the Earth is a sphere. So the Pacific Ocean is closing down because these two continental shelves, or these two continents, the plates of these two continents are moving gradually westwards, and there will be a time when they will be coming and joining alongside Asia and Australia. So Pacific Ocean is gradually closing, and this Atlantic Ocean is opening up, because as this is moving towards the west, the Atlantic Ocean is broadening. Now, the Atlantic Ocean, this because of this broadening, the Atlantic Ocean, there is something or a phenomenon taking place in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, that is called seafloor spreading. What actually is happening is that as the Atlantic Ocean, or as these areas are moving towards the west, the floor of the Atlantic Ocean is breaking apart. I mean, it had broken apart lots and lots of millions years ago, and it is still breaking apart. The floor, this ocean floor, the ocean as the floor, that is the bed of the ocean, it is breaking apart. And as the Atlantic Ocean floor is breaking apart, what actually is happening is that lava is coming out from that ocean floor, and as the lava is coming out, newer oceanic floor is being newer sea floor is being made as this part is spreading, because as they are moving, they are pulling away as these two are moving towards the west, they are pulling, and they're pulling away from the Atlantic Ocean plate. As they are pulling away, what is actually happening is that there is a, we had talked about in the previous videos, there are two kinds of mainly the plate boundaries. One is the convergent and the other is the divergent. I'm talking of the divergent plates. So over here the plates are moving away from each other, and as this plate is moving towards the west, what is happening is that there's a gap being created, and that gap is being filled up by the lava which is coming up from below the Earth's surface, and that lava is forming newer ocean bed, that is called seafloor. This phenomenon is called seafloor spreading. Over here, because of the lava which is coming out, a continuous mountain range has been formed, and this mountain range is called the mid Atlantic ridge or the mid oceanic ridge. We'll be talking about that. Nextly, this Pacific Ocean is roughly triangular in shape, with the apex, or with the top part, conical part, being near the Bering Strait. The Bering Strait is over here, separating Asia from North America. The Well, you do not have to keep in mind the kilometers and what is the extent of the Pacific Ocean. Now, the Pacific Ocean is bound by the North and the South America on the east, and Asia and Australia towards the western side. And you have the this was all about the Pacific Ocean. Next, we move on to the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean of the world, and this Atlantic Ocean came into being where, well, millions of years ago. These Brazil, I mean the South American plate was joined with the African plate, and the North American plate was with Europe. So there was no Atlantic Ocean. As these two plates started moving, started diverging from Europe and Africa, what started happening was that water started filling up in these areas, and this came to be known as the Atlantic Ocean. This is the Atlantic Ocean. This thing has happened for millions of years, and this is continually spreading. It is still spreading. That is why I just spoke of the mid-oceanic ridge and the or the mid-Atlantic ridge. Next, the Atlantic Ocean is located between the North and South America in the west, and Europe and Africa in the eastern side. Well, it extends from Greenland. As you can see, Greenland is there in the topmost part. It extends from Greenland in the north, and well, there is Antarctica in the south. It is, if you just look at the ocean, it is narrowest in the north. This part is narrowest, and it gradually broadens up in when it is near the Southern Ocean. If you look at again the Atlantic Ocean, you will find that it is a roughly of S shape. You can find this S over here. It is roughly S in shape, and this ocean questions may come. What is or which ocean has the shape S? And this mid-oceanic ridge extends for about 15,000 kilometers. Now the ridge is known as Dolphin Ridge. In this area it is known as the Dolphin Ridge, and in the south it is known as the Challenger Ridge. This mid-oceanic ridge is actually dividing the Atlantic Ocean into two parts. And one very important thing about the Atlantic Ocean is that this is the busiest ocean because it is connecting two of the world's most important trade routes, or it is connecting two of the world's most important economies, that is the Northern American economy and the European economy, and this is the world's busiest trade route. The Atlantic Ocean also has numerous seas on both the sides. You have over here the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean Sea. There are many seas over here. And next we move on to the Indian Ocean. Well, Indian Ocean, the only ocean to be named after a country. Very important thing to be kept in mind, not given in the book, I guess. Indian Ocean also has a ridge, and the ridge in the Indian Ocean also is a very long ridge and extending nearly from the apex point, or from below India, that is from below Kanyakumari, and moving up till Madagascar Islands. So Indian Ocean also has a ridge. Now, well, it is the third largest ocean, and it is bound by Asia in the north. And it is said that Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, they are the two extensions of the Indian Ocean. As you can see, the Indian Ocean's extension only. It is the tapering shape of the Indian subcontinent is dividing the Indian Ocean into two parts, Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Now, when we are also talking of the Indian Ocean, we have to keep in mind that there are many deep trenches in this ocean. Well, another big thing about the Indian Ocean is that it has not many underlying features, or not many relief features are there. It is under the Indian Ocean. There is this, yes, it is given, this ridge which is running from Kanyakumari in the north to Antarctica, and the south it is known as the Mid-Indian Oceanic Ridge. And there are many continental islands in the Indian Ocean. You have this Malay Peninsula over here, Sri Lanka over here, Andaman and Nicobar over here, Lakshadweep over here. Next comes the Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean, as we had already told, it is the sum total of nearly all the sea waters of all the oceans. This Southern Ocean surrounds the Antarctic continent and forms the southern portion of the Pacific, the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean. It is a new ocean. It was not counted as an ocean previously, but it is now a new ocean. And if you see properly, the Southern Ocean is unhindered by any landmass. There is no landmass which is dividing the Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean is a continuous ocean. And next comes the Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean, the frozen ocean over here. Now, it is located around the North Pole, and it is the smallest of all oceans. And it is nearly circular in shape because it is covering the northern pole, the entire northern pole. If you just see over here, this is the Arctic Ocean. So this is the Arctic Ocean over here, and this Arctic Ocean is covering the entire northern pole, and it is surrounded by important countries of Europe, North America and Asia. The Arctic Ocean is covered by thick ice, and this is a permanent ice sheet, although most of it is melting gradually because of continuous global warming. And these ice sheets which are there, near the North Pole, it is continuously covered with ice, but alongside the boundaries, what happens is that during the summer these become ice free, and again during the winter they are covered with ice. Now the major seas of this ocean are Beaufort Sea, Kara Sea and the East Siberian Sea. You have the East Siberian Sea over here, the Kara Sea over here, and well, the Beaufort Sea, you have the Laptev Sea over here, and you have the Greenland Sea over here, Norwegian Sea over here. There are many other seas over here. So this is this is the last ocean which we have, and with this we come to this to the end of this chapter. That was oceans. We'll be discussing about ocean currents and tides in the next chapter. Till then, please take care, stay safe and stay happy. Thank you.